Okay, so now taking our numbers from scientific notation into Desmos, I have some sad news for you. Miss Palachek and I were talking about it this weekend. They took a feature off of Desmos, and scientific notation only works if you have very small exponents. So with scientific notation, we're going to have to know how to do this by hand. But I think y'all can do it. I think we can do it. So remember, scientific notation is a way for us to write really, really, really big or really, 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 really small numbers. It's going to be in this format. Some number times 10 to an exponent. This number in out front is going to be between 1 and 10. Between 1 and 10. It's okay if it equals 1, but it cannot equal 10. If it equals 10, we can just make it a little bit smaller and have it be 1. Your E, that's going to be your exponent. Your exponent is also the number of jumps. For those of you who don't know, this sign, it looks like a hashtag, but it also means the word number. The hashtag sign also means number. Again, that's just another way of math people working smarter, not harder. So that exponent, that's how many times we're multiplying by 10. So that means it's how many times our decimal is going to move. If I have a positive exponent, my number is going to be big, 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 big. So my decimal is going to jump to the right. If my exponent is negative, it's going to be a small, 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 small decimal. So my decimal is going to jump to the left. We've got a few examples down here. I'll do one, and then you'll do one. Sorry, I got this little hair flying out of the side and it's bothering me. Oh, now I got hair up here bothering me. Sorry, I got too much of it. Okay, there we go. All right. First example, 7 times 10 to the 4th. That's a positive 4, so my decimal is going to jump to the right 4 times because I'm going to multiply by 10 4 times. So what we can do is we can have the imaginary decimal point right there. Because it's after 7, we're not going to write it if we don't have to. And I would jump it 4 times to the right. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, put in my new decimal, fill in with zeros. So I do get 70,000. A way that you can do it on the calculator, is I can take 7 times 10 4 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And I can get 70,000 that way. So you can use the calculator, but you need to know for a positive exponent, you're multiplying times 10 4 times. Go ahead, pause the video, try this one on your own. 4.05 times 10 to the 8th. Again, try it on a paper and try it on the calculator. See which way you like better. Go ahead, pause the video, put an X in the chat when you think you've got it. So if you're doing it the paper way, again, we do 4.05. I want to move my decimal 8 times. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and fill in those zeros. We got a lot of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros at the end. And then we have 405. So we have 405 million for that number. 405 million. Sometimes people think that the exponent is the number of zeros on the end, but that's not true. This one, our exponent's 8, but we only have 6 zeros at the end. So make sure that you're really checking to see that you moved the decimal and not just added zeros. In the calculator, if we do 4.05 times 10, 8 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there we go. We get our 405 million. So those were examples with a positive exponent. Now let's try some with a negative exponent. I see negative signs in front of my exponents, so that means I need to jump my decimal point to the left now. So this number looks very similar to the first one, it's just the exponents are different. So I need to move my decimal point the other way. So here, again, I put my decimal point at the end. Because it's negative, my decimal jumps to the left. It's like a number line. If you have negative numbers, those are on the left side of the number line. If you have positive numbers, that's on the right side of the number line. So maybe that'll help you remember which way do I jump. So I'm going to move it 4 times to the left. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got my decimal. I fill in with zeros. I get 0.0007. So I get 7 10,000ths for that one. On these first two problems on our calculator, we were multiplying times 10 with a positive exponent. If you remember from last year when we did negative powers of 10, if we have a negative exponent with 10, that means we divide by 10. So for this problem, if I want to do it in my calculator, I'm going to do 7 divided by, I do have to do 7 divided by parentheses 10 4 times. So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Close my parentheses. And what do I see? Oh, it gives me that number in scientific notation. So again, you're going to have to do the paper and pencil way because it's not going to work on Desmos. Sorry about that. At least we found out together. And then the last one, 8.3 times 10 to the negative 2. Pause the video. Try this one out on your own. Put an X in the chat when you got it. I move my decimal point 2 times to the left. So I get 0. Oh, Andrea. Again, yay, whiteout. So I get 0.083 for my decimal. This one I think should work in the calculator because our exponent's not very big. So we would take 8.3 divided by my parenthesis 10 2 times. So 10 times 10. Close my parenthesis. And this time it gives me that decimal, 0.083. So again, sometimes you'll be able to do it with your calculator, sometimes not. Because of that inconsistency, I recommend getting comfortable with the paper method because you're always going to have that. So if you have questions with us, please let us know, and then we'll keep on keeping on with our lesson. Bye, guys.